Moses. Moses, the leader who led the Israelites out of Egypt and into the land of Canaan. The story of his birth and subsequent survival is a fascinating one. Part 1. 3 key females in baby Moses' survival. In the land of Egypt, a time of darkness had befallen the Israelites. Enslaved and oppressed by the powerful Pharaoh, they faced grueling labor and cruel treatment. In the midst of this harsh reality, a Levite couple, Amram and Jochebed, defied the Pharaoh's decree to kill all Hebrew male infants. They hid the pregnancy and, when Jochebed gave birth to a son, they faced an agonizing decision. Fearing for the life of their newborn, Jochebed devised a desperate plan. She carefully crafted a small basket made of papyrus and coated it with bitumen to make it waterproof. Placing her precious son within this makeshift ark, she carried it to the banks of the Nile River. With a heavy heart, she set the basket adrift, trusting in the mercy of the currents to carry her child to safety. Watching from a concealed vantage point, Miriam, Moses' older sister, observed the unfolding drama. She stood guard over the tiny vessel as it bobbed on the gentle waves of the Nile, her heart torn between hope and fear. Miraculously, the basket floated downstream, eventually catching the attention of none other than Pharaoh's daughter. Intrigued by the cries of the infant within, she ordered her attendants to retrieve the basket. When the lid was opened, the sight of the Hebrew baby stirred compassion in her heart. Despite the decree of her own father to kill Hebrew male infants, Pharaoh's daughter chose to defy his command. She decided to adopt the child as her own, unknowingly saving the life of the future leader, and named him Moses, meaning, drawn from the water. While holding baby Moses, Pharaoh's daughter didn't know that Miriam, Moses' sister, was quietly approaching from her hidden vantage point. With a mixture of courage and quick thinking, Miriam respectfully spoke. "May I propose a solution for the care of the child, Your Highness? I know a Hebrew woman who can serve as a nurse for him." Miriam's proposal, woven with sincerity, struck a chord with Pharaoh's daughter. Little did the princess know that this Hebrew woman was none other than Moses' biological mother, Jochebed. Curiosity and compassion filled Pharaoh's daughter, and she agreed to Miriam's suggestion. In an ironic twist of fate, Miriam ran back to fetch her mother, Jochebed, from the shadows. As they approached the princess, Jochebed concealed her emotions behind a facade of humility. "Would you be willing to nurse this child for me?" inquired Pharaoh's daughter. Jochebed, her heart undoubtedly pounding, nodded in agreement. In this extraordinary arrangement, Moses' biological mother became his nanny, secretly nourishing and caring for him while maintaining the appearance of a loyal servant. As Moses grew, his bond with Jochebed deepened, and he received not only the sustenance of a mother's milk but also the teachings and values of his Hebrew heritage. This clandestine relationship would play a crucial role in shaping Moses' character and fortifying his connection to the people from whom he came. Part 2. Their virtues we can praise. Let's explore the virtues exemplified by Jochebed, Miriam, and the princess. 1. Jochebed. Faith. Jochebed demonstrated unwavering faith in God by defying Pharaoh's decree and trusting that placing Moses in the Nile was the best chance for his survival. Courage. She displayed immense courage by confronting the harsh reality of the oppressive regime, risking her own safety to protect her son. Selflessness. Jochebed's decision to become Moses' nanny, even without revealing her true identity, showed her selflessness. She prioritized her son's safety and well-being over personal recognition. Resourcefulness. In crafting the basket and placing Moses in the Nile, Jochebed showed resourcefulness. Her quick thinking and ability to adapt in dire circumstances saved her son's life. Love. The deep and sacrificial love Jochebed had for Moses was evident in every action she took to protect him, even if it meant letting him go into the unknown. 2. Miriam. Resourcefulness. Miriam's suggestion to have Jochebed as Moses's nanny displayed her resourcefulness. She found a way to keep Moses connected to his roots without revealing the family's secret. Leadership. Miriam exhibited leadership qualities as she took on the responsibility of watching over her baby brother in the Nile and later suggesting a solution that would ensure his well-being. Courage. Just like her mother, Miriam displayed courage by approaching Pharaoh's daughter and proposing a solution that involved her own family, despite the risks. Sisterly love. Miriam's love for Moses was evident in her vigilance over his basket in the Nile and in her determination to ensure that he had the best care possible, even if it meant involving their mother. Wisdom. Miriam's quick thinking and wise suggestions showed her ability to navigate complex situations with grace and intelligence. 3. The princess. Compassion. The princess displayed compassion by choosing to adopt Moses and spare him from the decree, despite the risks in the conflict with her father's orders. Open-mindedness. Going against societal norms and expectations, the princess was open-minded enough to accept Moses as her own, irrespective of his Hebrew origins. Generosity. The act of adopting Moses, a child of a different culture, showed the princess's generosity. She provided him with a life of privilege and opportunity. Motherly instinct. Despite not being Moses's biological mother, the princess exhibited motherly instincts by caring for him and ensuring his well-being. Empathy. The princess empathized with the plight of the Hebrews, as her decision to adopt Moses was driven by a genuine concern for the infant's welfare and a desire to protect him from harm. Part 3. Life lessons from them. 1. Faith and courage. Jochebed teaches us the power of faith and courage in the face of adversity. 2. Resourcefulness and leadership. Miriam's resourcefulness and leadership illustrate the importance of adaptability and taking initiative. 3. Compassion and open-mindedness. The princess exemplifies the virtues of compassion and open-mindedness, reminding us of the transformative power of empathy and generosity. Together, these three female in the Moses narrative provide a rich tapestry of virtues, offering valuable lessons that resonate across time and cultures.